Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fast growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the SMK Allterra helmet. What's up, Speed Addicts fan? Before we jump in to an exceptionally lightweight and affordable helmet from SMK, go ahead and do us both a favor. Subscribe to that Speed Addicts channel. Get dialed in, locked in, be educated on all the latest parts and gear coming your way in the power sports industry. Working hard here to help you make great purchasing decisions while we're talking about buying. That's how you can support us. There's going to be a link in the description below. They'll get you right over to the full selection of SMK helmets over at speedaddicts.com. And while you're over there, check out gloves, get a set of tires, whatever you need for two wheels, we've got it at Speed Addicts. Okay, SMK helmets. Another three-letter manufacturer of helmets. I know there's a lot of them out there, and you probably haven't heard of SMK because they are brand new to the US market. Now, don't get it twisted. They're not new to making helmets. They've actually been around since the 70s, and they're one of the world's largest manufacturers, putting out 14 million helmets for over 50 different countries. They're actually based in India, and like I said, high volume manufacturer. And we've been pretty blown away with the quality of the product that showed up. We had no real experience with them until recently. And for $129, you're getting a sub 3-pound motocross helmet that fits really, really good. I mean, there are a lot of helmets out there in this price range right now, like a lot. So to set yourself apart, you got to bring something to the table here. Number one, the weight being sub 3 pounds is awesome. That's where you get under 3 pounds, you pick up a motocross helmet, and you go, damn, that feels light. The next thing is the fit. A lot of helmets in this price range kind of have weird head shapes or weird hot spots, something like that. This is probably one of the best fitting helmets in this price range that I've ever put on. It's a perfect intermediate oval, and it runs very true. I mean, I'm an extra large in most things, and extra large in this is just right on the money, so that you can trust by going with their SMK sizing chart that you're going to see at Speed Addicts. You're going to be in really good shape, and you're going to be under 150 bones delivered. Of course, this will ship for free at Speed Addicts. And after all that, it looks pretty damn good. It's a kind of modern, slabby design here. The thing that is a little interesting is that the peak in this position, while it is adjustable, it only goes up from here. This is kind of like a perfect spot, and usually from here you'd want to go down maybe a little bit, but it only adjusts up. So I'm not really sure who's riding in that position. But aside from that, the looks of it, the aesthetics, and we're going to go into deeper detail here, are really on point for a helmet at $129 MSRP. Now, when you're shopping for helmets online, you might be concerned about fit, or if when it shows up, you just decide it's not for you. If you shop with Speed Addicts, we're going to cover you with no cost returns, which means you're going to get a free return label from us. Don't get nickel and dime by those other guys. Give us a shot. We make returns super easy and free as long as you live in the lower 48 states and the helmet's brand new in the original condition. Make sure to just try on in your living room, not on the bike. Once you swing your leg over that seat, the helmet is yours. So I recommend the easy chair for 20 or 30 minutes. Make sure you are snug, but not uncomfortable or in pain. That means you're in a great spot, most likely. And if you have any issues, talk to our rider support team. They'll help coach you in the right position or the right size and fit situation. Okay, back to the SMK Allterra helmet. First thing you're going to notice is this liner is pretty sweet. We've got like this juicy fruit neoprene liner that is loud, and I'm not mad at it. I think it's cool, and it is quite comfortable. But before we go there, let's look at the ventilation here. So we have a full suite of your typical motocross vents. We have the chin bar vents. They've finished them all off with kind of this aluminum mesh grill situation, which is not too obnoxious, kind of set back and recessed. I'd say the chin bar mouthpiece is actually understated, if anything, compared to a lot of the new designs I've seen. So I like that. It's smoother. It's a little more relaxed. Up on the top, we have these brow vents, and then there's really nothing up until you get to the rear exhaust here. So let's check out the passive exhaust on the top outsides, and then on the rear and on the very bottom edge. The eye port itself is rather large. You're going to have plenty of room for even the biggest goggles here. Should not cause any problems with the Allterra. Now, I already mentioned the problem with the peak. You might call it a visor, but if you're in the industry, you call these a peak because you're cool. Okay, this peak is adjustable, but it goes the wrong way. So if SMK is listening, I would probably dial that in, unless there's something I'm missing. They do have a wrench that you can do these screws with, which is kind of interesting that they would go. I mean, you can use a small Allen too, or their proprietary little wrench tool that comes in the box. Other than that, that is about it for the exterior. You know, they kind of have, there's not necessarily a clear path. The goggle strap's probably just going to hang out right around the back there. Let's look at the interior. And the other thing I noticed, the fit, like I said, is exceptional. And the entry and the exit on this helmet is very easy. When you're going to put this helmet on, there's no, just ripping your ears off or any grimacing, because this bottom opening is really quite wide, even for my fat head, which I usually, and big ears, I usually have problems getting in and out of helmets without really cranking on the chin straps and pulling them open and flexing the shell. You don't need to do that here. The opening has plenty of room. The chin bar was far enough away from my mouth to where I'm not sitting on that, and it's just really easy to get in and out of. They've even given you a magnet here. So the chin strap has a little magnet on the end flap. Instead of fussing with a little snap that you're always trying to work with, you just go ahead and let that magnet find its buddy here on the inside to keep it from blowing around. So I do like those magnet straps. We've seen some other manufacturers do something similar, and it's just kind of a low-tech solution to that. Double D-ring closure, again with this extremely loud moisture wicking liner that's got ports on it. It's really comfortable. It's going to break in a little bit, so account for that. Don't buy your helmets too comfortable or too loose, because after they break in, they'll get annoying. That said, the cheek pad's not extremely thick here, so it shouldn't break in too much. And again, you got the SMK print. It's got like a nice soft neoprene feel to it, which will be fine when you are working hard and getting it wet there. There are no speaker pockets per se, so if you're going to run comms, you're going to lose some ear space. There's just no way around it. You can mount them with adhesive right there, an adhesive puck, but there's no recess. So if they're doing a new version of the Allterra anytime soon, I'd recommend doing that. We're seeing more and more motocross helmets with the speaker pockets, because you can't get enough of them tunes, right? Okay, here we go. Let's pull the liner out. Neoprene foam. You got your air ports there, and then we have a nice finish on the EPS liner. They didn't go with that tailgate cooler white finish. They finished it off with a nice kind of asphalt color, and you see all those ports and ducts to keep your melon cool when you're out there ripping. Okay, that about does it. 1-year warranty from SMK on the Allterra that can be increased to a full 2-year warranty if you go over to SMK's website and register after you get your helmet, which is something I recommend you're going to do. So for $129, you're going to get an ECE 2206 motocross helmet that is sub 3 pounds, and the paint and fit are punching well above their weight over at SMK. Well done, guys. We like it. If you still have questions about the SMK brand or any of their models, our rider support team are the folks to talk to over the phone, email, or live chat. That's all I got for you. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.